The Utah Jazz have been fined $500,000, $500,000 for tanking. This is Newbie Sports. Ooh boy, do I have some thoughts on this. I have not liked tanking. I don't like the concept of tanking, and I have not been following the Utah Jazz very much this season because I've known that it's been going on, and now you can't pull the wool over anybody's eyes anymore. The Utah Jazz are tanking, and I think that is a horrible, horrible practice, and anyone defending it, I don't think you understand what sportsmanship is. So there's that, just right off the bat. The Utah Jazz have been fined by the NBA $500,000, and the Indiana Pacers have also been fined $100,000 because they sat healthy players in recent games in an effort that quite blatantly looks like they are trying to lose the games. Now, we talked about this a little bit during the college football playoffs season. There's this mentality that is arising in college football that, if we win all but like one of our games and we barely don't get to the conference championship game, then we're going to be going to the playoffs. Wouldn't it be better if we just didn't get to the conference championship game and didn't have to play an extra game? No, that is a loser's mentality. If you think this way, you are operating in a loser's mentality. And you think about it. Yes, if we lose the most, we set ourselves up for the number one overall draft pick, and we get the best player that comes in. But the problem with that is you have instilled in the culture of the locker room the need to lose. It is never going to set yourself up for future seasons to flip that mentality and say, "Oh, okay, we're gonna actually try now." Because if you've gone an entire season or 2 seasons or 5 seasons, however long your rebuild is, of deliberately trying to lose games, it's as if you are practicing at half speed. Even when you do your best to lose games and you lose them, you are still actively playing for the duration of the game, and it operates as practice for the next season. You need to try to win in order to set your future seasons up for success. That's how that works. If you deliberately lose, you are practicing at half speed. Those are my thoughts on that. I don't respect tanking. I don't think it actually benefits you in any way. Yeah, you might get 1 or 2 players that are, 3 spots better than you otherwise would have gotten? I don't see that the payoff is worth the cost. I don't see it. And I would love to see someone try to defend tanking in the comment section, but it's disrespectful to the players that are on the team because you are telling them to not practice, basically, and it's terrible for the culture of the locker room. It's terrible the fans that show up. It's terrible to the fans that show up looking to be entertained by this team and getting a third of their output. It's disrespectful to everyone involved, and it doesn't actually end up paying off in the end. But we get the number 1 overall pick. We've already talked about that. One player doesn't fix a locker room problem, and deliberately losing creates a locker room problem. So the Utah Jazz fined $500,000. That's one of the largest fines I've ever seen in sports, by the way. I think there might have been a couple $1 million ones, or multi-million-dollar ones that I'm forgetting about, but $500,000 is it's kind of chump change for a franchise, but that's not something to just ignore. And then $100,000 for the Pacers also. Not good. Not good. Adam Silver released another statement. Adam Silver, the commissioner of the NBA, for anyone who doesn't know. Additionally, we are working with our competition committee and board of governors to implement further measures to root out this kind of behavior. So, not only has the Utah Jazz created a culture of losing, maybe possibly getting the number 1 overall draft, but we don't know how the lottery is going to go. No one even understands how the lottery works. And then you're all of these games, you're not having your best players play, and therefore they're not getting the practice that comes with the play. You are setting your future season up for failure. And now you've been fined $500,000 and the NBA is coming after you for more efforts. There's no benefit to tanking. Ever. There never will be, and there never should be. This has been Newbie Sports.